Once, in a small village, there was a young man named Taro. He was born into a modest and struggling family where every day brought challenges due to their poverty. Despite these hardships, Taro dreamed of a brighter future and was determined to improve his family situation. He often watched his parents work tirelessly, earning barely enough to make ends meet. This only fueled his resolve to change their fate. One day, Taro made the difficult decision to leave his home and seek work in the city. With a heavy heart, he bid farewell to his parents, vowing to return with the means to ease their burdens. After days of walking, Taro arrived in a bustling city. However, despite his relentless efforts, no one would hire him. Days turned into months, and Taro found himself wandering the streets, hungry and disheartened. One evening, as he sat by a river reflecting on his struggles, an old monk approached him. Sensing the despair in Taro's eyes, the monk asked gently, "Why do you seem so defeated, young man?" Taro replied, "I left my home to find work and support my family, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot succeed. It feels as though my efforts are meaningless." The monk smiled warmly and sat beside him. "Let me share a story with you," he began. "Once there was a bamboo farmer who planted bamboo seeds. Every day he watered the seeds and cared for the soil. Yet, after a year, nothing sprouted. Even in the second year, there was no sign of growth. Despite this, the farmer persisted, continuing to tend to the seeds. By the third year, still nothing had emerged. People mocked him, calling him foolish for caring for empty soil. But the farmer believed in the process and refused to give up. Finally, in the fifth year, the bamboo broke through the ground and grew rapidly, soaring high into the sky within weeks. What many didn't realize was that during those years of apparent inactivity, the bamboo was developing a strong root system underground, preparing for its extraordinary growth. The monk looked at Taro with kind, wise eyes. Sometimes our efforts seem fruitless, but they are not in vain. Like the bamboo, the roots of success grow beneath the surface, hidden from view. If you remain persistent and true to your purpose, your time will come. Inspired by the story, Taro felt a renewed sense of determination. He realized that success might take time, but that every effort laid a foundation for it. The next day, Taro began taking small jobs, sweeping streets, carrying goods, and assisting in shops. Though the pay was meager, he worked diligently and saved every coin. Over time, people began to notice his honesty, dedication, and eagerness to learn. Eventually, a wealthy merchant offered Taro a permanent position in his store. As the years passed, Taro's responsibilities grew, along with his earnings. He eventually became a successful merchant himself. Through patience and hard work, he lifted his family out of poverty. Standing amidst his achievements, Taro often reflected on the monk's story. He understood that, just like the bamboo, his success had been growing beneath the surface, even when he couldn't see it. When the right moment arrived, his efforts blossomed. Grateful for the wisdom he had gained, Taro shared the lesson of the bamboo with others, reminding them that true success requires time, patience, and the right actions.